What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. I had to really think about that for a second. Uh, man, Thursday, huh? Here we are. I remember when Thursdays was like a good day. Thursdays was when I was working a job. It was like one day closer to the weekend, right? Now it's like, well, it's still one day closer to the weekend because I usually have shows on weekends. But last night I was in Sarasota. I did a show called the Bahi Hut it's like this outdoor show in this motel or something. And for those of you who follow my vlog, last time I was there, I forget last time or the time before, it was an outdoor show and it started raining. So they moved the show inside, right? So people who were eating there didn't want to hear the comedy show. This lady started heckling me or something. She was drunk, and I was like, well, I hope you get more drunk and drive into a wall tonight when you go home. And man, that just started something. She started screaming, and the whole energy just shifted, and I left, and my friend who runs the show texted me. He goes, "You started a riot." And I was like, okay. So it was my momentous return to this comedy place. I don't want to say club. It's not a comedy club. And my friend did a good job. He promoted it. People paid to get in. That's a big deal. When you do a comedy show, people have to pay to get in, so they respect the show. When it's a free show, they were like, well, I can say whatever I want. These are my slaves doing comedy for me, and I can just yell out stuff and be a total jerk in the audience. So people have to pay for the comedy show, but it was outdoors. This tiki monument giant thing was next to me, and I could hear a food truck. I could hear the food truck in the parking lot. I could hear the traffic whizzing by. But I'm a professional, so I got through it. It was fine. People had a good time, and I was thinking, when I was coming up as a comic, my favorite comedians were really writer comedian guys. I don't know if you guys know who these people are, but like Dave Attell, Drake Sather, Kevin Brennan, Greg Rigel, guys who are very joke oriented, but they've got like a personality to them. And I was like, I think I've accomplished that in my comedy career. Like, I think I figured out how to do that. And when I grew up, when I was growing up, I don't know if I've talked about this, but I was very self-conscious about, I thought I had like a lisp or something. My mom said I didn't. It's because we spoke Thulu at home. It's like a different language. So when I was a kid, I didn't learn how to say certain like vowels or consonants properly, right? So I was always like really self-conscious. And here I am closing a comedy show, right? Doing 30 plus minutes on a stage and in not conducive environment. Like I walked into a comedy club when I was 18 and I was like, man, I want to learn how to do this. And 24 years later, I've learned how to do it. So, I mean, my point to this is anything you set your mind to, you can learn and accomplish. I mean, sure, if I'd redirected my energy into being a real estate mogul, I probably would have done that. I have no doubt in my mind. Like, I'm very focused. Unfortunately, I lose interest very quickly. So comedy has managed to be the jewel of my eye for quite a number of years. And I'm trying to also write as well. I'd like to have a voice in the writing world, but we'll see what happens. But I was just taking a moment to appreciate, because I think sometimes it's really easy not to enjoy the moment, right? We just do things, and for me especially, like I don't get paid a lot of money to do these gigs. Even when I headline, it's like bullshit money, but I do it because it keeps me sharp and because I just love it. But I forget sometimes about what I've accomplished and what I've had to do, even though this looks totally pathetic sometimes to the outside world. For me, it's a big deal, right? I mean, like, I remember I made that movie back in the day, and I made like a web series. I made a bunch of web series, but I never really stopped to appreciate everything I've done. I'm not gloating about stuff. I'm just telling you, if you have stuff that you've done in your life, you gotta, really stop and smell the roses. I mean, maybe you finished grad school or got a degree or something, or I don't know, maybe toughed it out in a relationship. I don't know what you did, but I'm just saying, speaking clearly about myself here, like I forget very easily, and then I go down this dark path of reproach and self-recrimination. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye.